Hi, I'm Nash. 3 weeks ago, I signed divorce papers ending my 5-year marriage to Vanessa, and honestly, it feels like I've been underwater all this time and finally came up for air. You're just overreacting again. God, you're so sensitive about everything. That was Vanessa's favorite line whenever I caught her in a lie. Like when I found those text messages with her work friend Adrian, or when money kept disappearing from our joint account. Maybe you just forgot you spent it. You've been so forgetful lately. Should I be worried about early dementia? She'd say it with this concerned look that almost made me believe her. That's what living with Vanessa did, made me question my own reality. I was grabbing coffee at my usual spot when my phone buzzed with a text from my brother Derek. Dude, what the hell? Vanessa just told me you threatened her during the divorce proceedings? Said you had a complete breakdown? My stomach dropped. 3 more texts rolled in from different friends, all variations of the same thing. Vanessa was busy rewriting our history, making me the villain. She's telling everyone you were emotionally abusive, that you controlled her money and isolated her from friends. I nearly dropped my phone. That was exactly what she had done to me. I'm really sorry, Nash. I never believed it, not for a second. It was Tessa, my old college friend, one of the few people Vanessa couldn't turn against me. Thanks for having my back. Seems like you're the only one. Not everyone believes her crap. Listen, I heard something you might want to know. Vanessa's planning a little getaway with her new boy toy. Adrian? Yep, at that rundown motel off Highway 16, the Starlight Inn, celebrating your divorce being final, I guess. Something clicked in my brain. When? Tomorrow night. Why? Nash, don't do anything stupid. Nothing stupid, promise, just closure. The Starlight Inn looked exactly like you'd expect. Faded sign, peeling paint, but clean enough. The bell jingled as I pushed open the door to the office. Be right there, called a voice from the back room. The woman who emerged was maybe 30, dark hair pulled back, tired eyes that lit up when she saw me. Can I help you? Just checking if you have rooms available tomorrow night. She tapped at her computer. Name? Nash Taylor. Her fingers froze above the keyboard. Taylor? Any relation to Vanessa Taylor? The question caught me off guard. My ex-wife. How do you know her? Maya's name tag caught the fluorescent light as she leaned forward. Let's just say we have history. She's staying here tomorrow, isn't she? How did you... Small town. Word travels. Maya glanced over her shoulder, then lowered her voice. She ruined my sister's career with lies. Nearly drove her to suicide. Sounds like Vanessa. I've been waiting for a chance like this. Maya slid a key across the counter. Room 12, adjacent to their reservation. On the house. I stared at the key Maya had pushed across the counter, not quite believing what was happening. Why would you help me? You don't even know me. Let's just say I've been collecting receipts on Vanessa for a while. My sister worked with her at Meridian Marketing. Vanessa stole her campaign ideas, then got her fired when she spoke up. That tracks. During our marriage, she'd suddenly have these brilliant ideas that sounded suspiciously like conversations I'd had with colleagues. Maya pulled out her phone. Look at this. It was a screenshot of Vanessa's Instagram story. Her posed with a champagne glass, caption reading, "Finally free, celebrating my escape from a controlling relationship. #new beginnings, #survivor. Unbelievable, she's rewriting everything. She does this thing where she records conversations, then edits them to make people sound bad. Did it to my sister in a team meeting. I nearly dropped my coffee. Wait, she records people? All the time, says it's for note-taking, but really it's ammunition. Suddenly, years of conversations clicked into place. How Vanessa would place her phone face down during arguments. How she'd reference exact quotes from fights weeks earlier. I need to call my brother. Derek picked up on the third ring. What do you want, Nash? Just 5 minutes. In person, please? Silence stretched between us. Fine. Lawson's Diner, 30 minutes. Derek was already nursing a coffee when I arrived. We'd been close once before Vanessa. Now he barely looked at me. Thanks for coming. Just say what you need to say. Did Vanessa ever record your conversations? Phone on the table, face down? His eyes narrowed. How did you? Because she did it to me our entire marriage. She's been manipulating everyone, Derek, including you. She showed me texts, Nash, from your phone saying you wanted nothing to do with me or my kids. I felt sick. I never sent those. Check your message history. They probably came from her phone pretending to be me. Derek pulled out his phone, scrolled, then went pale. They're from her number. She said you were using her phone that day. Classic Vanessa. Just then my phone buzzed. Tessa, you need to get over here. Now. 20 minutes later, I was at Tessa's apartment. She looked rattled, pacing. Look at these. She handed me a stack of printouts, emails to her boss claiming she was stealing client information, all sent from anonymous accounts, but the writing style was unmistakable. And this showed up today, a formal complaint letter with details only Vanessa would know. She's trying to get you fired? Why? Because I'm the only one who stood by you. She can't stand that. We need to stop her, Maya said, having joined us at Tessa's request. How? It's her word against ours, Maya smiled. Not if we catch her in the act. The motel rooms have thin walls, and I have access to the security cameras. She's already planning to record Adrian, I said. She's setting him up to be the next me. Then we use that against her, Tessa suggested. If we can get her to admit what she's done while she's recording. We need her to slip up on her own recordings, Derek added, now fully on board after seeing the evidence. The rooms at Starlight have those old air vents that connect, Maya explained. Sound travels. If you're in the next room while she's with Adrian, we could feed Adrian information that would get her talking about me. And I can get access to her phone when she's checking in, Maya added. Clone it, see what other recordings she has. We spent hours plotting, each of us sharing stories of Vanessa's manipulation, each revelation making me realize how much deeper her deception went than I'd ever imagined. Tomorrow night, Maya said, Vanessa checks in and her house of cards comes down. The next evening found me in room 12 of the Starlight Inn, with Tessa and Derek watching the security feed on a laptop as Vanessa's BMW pulled into the lot. Adrian followed behind carrying their bags. They're here, Tessa whispered, adjusting the wireless mic she'd set up near the vents. On screen, they entered the office where Maya waited. When Vanessa approached the counter, Maya leaned forward with a practiced smile. I've been waiting for you, Mrs. Taylor, she whispered, just loud enough for our planted mic to catch. Vanessa stiffened instantly. Excuse me, do I know you? Just excellent customer service. Room 11 is ready for you and your friend. Once inside room 11, Vanessa immediately swept the area, checking for hidden cameras. Babe, what are you doing? Adrian laughed, flopping onto the bed. Just being careful. You never know who's watching. We watched as Vanessa casually placed her phone on the nightstand, angled toward the bed. She's recording him, Tessa confirmed. Nash was always recording me, trying to catch me saying something he could use against me. I clenched my fists. That's exactly what she did to me. Adrian looked uncomfortable. You never mentioned that. Oh, it gets worse. He turned my friends against me, isolated me. Classic abuser tactics. Vanessa's phone rang and she answered with a smile. Hi, Claudia. Yes, I'm at the motel now. A pause. I've got Adrian right where I need him. Another month and he'll add me to his company accounts. Adrian's expression darkened as he listened. Trust me, this one's even easier than Nash was. Nash actually questioned things sometimes. Adrian just believes whatever I tell him. Of course I'm recording everything. Insurance policy, you know? Just like with Nash and that idiot Derek. People are so easy to manipulate when you have their words to twist around. Adrian stood up. What the hell are you talking about? Vanessa spun around, face shifting instantly from calculated to innocent victim. Adrian, I didn't... You're using me? Like you used your ex? Don't be dramatic. You weren't complaining when I was going down on you last night. I'm out of here. You leave and I'll make your life hell. I've got recordings of you talking about your company's tax strategies. How do you think your partners would feel about that? Adrian paled. You wouldn't try me. I destroyed Nash and he was smarter than you. In our room, we exchanged shocked glances. Got everything? I asked Tessa, who nodded. Every word. She just confessed to everything. Time for the finale, Derek said, pulling out his phone. Derek dialed Vanessa's number, putting it on speaker. We watched on the monitor as she glanced at her phone, then answered cautiously. Derek, what do you want? Just checking in, Vanessa. How's the motel? Her face on the screen went white. How did you... Room 11 at the Starlight Inn, right? We're in room 12. Why don't you come over? Bring Adrian, too. She hung up. We watched her frantically gathering her things while Adrian stood frozen. What the hell is going on? Nothing. We need to leave now. A loud knock rattled their door. Maya stood outside, keycard in hand. Hotel security issue, ma'am. Before Vanessa could protest, Maya swiped the card and we all walked in. Me, Derek, and Tessa. Surprise family reunion, I said, watching Vanessa's face contort with shock. What is this? Are you stalking me? Adrian, these are the crazy people I told you about. I pulled out my phone and played the recording we'd just captured. Vanessa's own voice filled the room. Trust me, this one's even easier than Nash was. People are so easy to manipulate when you have their words to twist around. You recorded me? That's illegal. Actually, Tessa chimed in, your phone recorded it. We just overheard. Thin walls, you know. Adrian backed away from Vanessa. I've heard enough. We're done. You can't just watch me. He grabbed his bag and pushed past us. Good luck with her. She's your problem now. Vanessa's eyes darted around like a cornered animal. This proves nothing. It's my word against yours. Not anymore, Derek said, holding up his phone. I've forwarded your greatest hits to everyone. My wife, our parents, your boss, your friends, everyone you lied to about Nash. You can't do that. Already did. Oh, and those threatening emails to Tessa's workplace? Traced back to your IP address. The police have been notified. Vanessa's face crumbled. You don't understand. I did what I had to do. Save it, Tessa snapped. The restraining order paperwork is already filed. Nash, please. Vanessa's voice shifted to the soft, vulnerable tone I once fell for. We had something real before things got complicated. I'm sorry if I hurt you. We can talk about this. There's nothing to talk about. The person I thought I married never existed. I made mistakes, but I've changed. No, you haven't. You're still recording people, still manipulating, still threatening. The only difference is now everyone knows. Maya stepped forward. Your sister almost killed herself because of you. Remember Emily? The mental breakdown that got her fired? That was your doing. Vanessa lunged at Maya, but Derek stepped between them. Assault on camera, not smart. Two police officers appeared in the doorway. Maya had called them earlier. Vanessa Taylor, we need to ask you some questions about harassment allegations. As they led her away, she looked back at me one last time. Nash, don't do this. I'll make it up to you. Goodbye, Vanessa. 3 weeks later, we gathered at Derek's backyard barbecue. Me, Derek, his family, Tessa, and Maya. Vanessa had been charged with harassment, served with multiple restraining orders, and fired from her job when they discovered she'd been stealing colleagues' work. To freedom, Derek said, raising his beer. And to family, I added, clinking bottles with my brother. Never thought I'd say this, Maya laughed. But thanks for marrying a psycho, Nash. Otherwise, we'd never have met. To toxic exes, Tessa joined in, who bring good people together. We laughed under the summer sky, finally free of Vanessa's web of lies. What would you do if you discovered someone close to you had been secretly recording your conversations and twisting your words to turn others against you? Would you expose them publicly like Nash did, or handle it privately? And is it ever wrong to reject someone's apology when they've systematically tried to destroy your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this revenge story, hit that like button and subscribe for more compelling stories about standing up to toxic people. New stories every day.